Recording in progress.
So only opportunity I see is to relook at this space. Whether we have anywhere else in the property where we think it's ideally, I mean, this is located in a tough one, yeah. This is a good location because carpentry is here, HR is here, canteen is further down, so everything is happening in the core area.
You know, if you could just make it to the unit, that's 2 bedrooms.
Sure.
No, but in wet weather, must have lines.
Oh,
So
more than lines, the big challenge that is the uncertainty, setting up a third restaurant. Whether it's going to rain in the rains, and I need to prepare the manning and the production line and prepare the manning. It adds cost. It lose all the ways of paying.
everything to explore. Just to explore.
Yeah, and we've got patching on the, I think, on the area I can see this. Here, but I don't like that as an architectural indication and whatever that I don't want to be that way.
But if you could just, that is advocate, right? We could relocate to even shift the current, repurpose the current kitchen to run the kitchen along the whole
long line that we get something easier there.
and then you could put your actual kitchen, if your room service relocated to, let's say, opposite the staff locker, if we can find.
This one is
No, this is not a- So this space here, you need 0.30 m and staff locker is 0.30.
it's a floor level.
Oh, floor level. Not.
But it would be definitely about 25. So
Maybe we can. Locker doesn't need. We have a third locker for the top. One is the kitchen.
Okay, is near kitchen. You know what I was also thinking, I when we walk here. This is quite big area. And this area, open yard. We can have power there, we can add the canopy extension. So basically, if we put the loading further out, I was just trying to understand whether there. You can have like a awning kind of a canopy. It means you can reclaim this space back. And we could do the uniform somewhere around here. So your security or timekeeper, they come, they can pick up their uniform and then they can go to the lot. So that was one thing that clear this area and push little bit out. I took some picture also and I will just, maybe we can later on when we want, we can brainstorm this. It's good to see physically.
that's another thing.
So I'm with you operating, we have 4 or 5. Locker. There's only 3 this building. 2 on the other side. I think 4 we have.
Again, we will be playing today.
I think first we need to figure out your planning, how many and how many lockers we need and what are the options. I walk inside the main lock in a wing A and it's very spacious, very spacious. I mean, we go much narrower. Alley. So in between 2 lines, there is a lot of space. We are trying to take for 4 rooms. I think we take easily. We
We operate around 550, 600 people. Now we are operating 50 to 400. I think that's the ideal.
So let's 550.
450 max.
In future. Okay. So 400 to 450, what is a female male ratio? Oh, 50-50.
I think it was.
Yeah, it would be 50-50 probably. In Bangkok, it's generally more female. It's 60-40. In resort, I find men tend to be more in proportion because of, landscape and engineering. But you can, I mean, that's not important at this stage. So we can work out. So if it's 400, 450, let's say 450, it means we need, if we plan the new hotel, we take a 0.5 square meter as a ratio to design a nice locker. So we need only 200 to 225 square meter, regardless what ratio is, okay? So that's the key. So we can, from S-Bill, we can measure, we can give you a locker in one place and free up everything else and replan the uniform room. I think we should walk there after. I was just talking to you standing there, right? We were talking. And then after that, when I walk out, I said, why don't we put the whole thing out?
Honestly, last time I was here, I sat outside. You'll never get a full weather. Just
Spoil the whole.
No, I'm talking about this loading dock area. Oh, okay.
Sense.
After that.
Those small areas, but with the architecture, and still the problem is then getting them inside to the buffer anyway.
Yeah,
it's not. So I think for me, the only way to fix this restaurant is to go back.
so I think the thing is big for the breakfast, we're bringing it back to small size, so we can.
Balance the little doodles. I'm saying, yeah, we zone it off, we can close areas off. But okay, it'll be easier to do that if it's a big, but ability to do
The air conditioning can be used as well.
I think that should be out. Yeah, started. And so sorry, I don't want to question, but I'd like to use the reasoning for keeping the room service attached to this kitchen was in your mind at the moment. The room service.
Currently, room service is operated through sales kitchen. That is where the hub of the kitchen now.
Yeah.
If we keep with the sales or if we keep the main kitchen, we'll have to figure that out. If sales is still the main kitchen, then because we don't want to put another set of manning in main kitchen for room service. We already have kitchen staff. We can dispense from there today. We're dispensing from here for the entire resort. And it is too small because we used to have 2 room service before. When on a peak time, we would remove. We will operate a second room service, but we don't want to do that now. We want to operate from here. For that, it is too small. It is inefficient. Sometimes the pass doesn't happen properly, and then the main kitchen is the sale kitchen is also running at the same time. So it's a bit cramped.
Would the brand allow us to do a one-way room service delivery?
Yeah, can do.
Then we don't, that's not.
Yeah, can do. There's no brand standard. We can do.
And like a nice thing these days, reducing that, just taking one way means basically it goes in this packaging and then there's you don't having to go back to the trade cutting, you don't just have to properly yes back. So overall planning everything.
I think we need to really look at
for this
size
size
is completely different. No,
right now just trying to get there as a community, because we're seeing it happen more and more in larger 5-star hotels. Where before it was more 3-4-star, please select offer. So just as a question.
The open guidance.
And if we did this another restaurant, beach club, Thai, let's say another concept, just whatever it is. Do you still think on a daily, nightly basis, every day you would need to run this restaurant? If you really had those 3 at the front, would you really need to run 4 restaurant? So let's say in the future if we had OBC, Thai, and let's say we create a new concept that has started. So if you basically push out your restaurant operation to those, would you really need to trade this for dinner all the time? I understand maybe a high occupancy, maybe a group or a big group to do a thing, maybe a seafood buffet or a type, just putting it out there. But so would you really need it day to day with the amount of mice you do?
Yeah, if the other restaurant we're creating is family friendly, it's okay. We could do it out. If not, because sales right now meaning it's not fun. It's pizza as well. If the new restaurant was family friendly, it could work out.
That concept can also become part of the sales restaurant. Like if Thai moves to sales at a Thai restaurant.
I'm just looking at I remember the last time, and that's definitely a possibility. But I'm just trying to. The reason I ask is for me, it depends where you put themselves.
Yeah.
Because for me, the better to put room service right in between the concept where you can actually make Thai food, whatever the new concept is, potentially, run that as your room service. Or put it here and then make Thai here. So it's where we can get the best.
So then there's a lot more work.
Well, we just need to decide, I think, because I want to try and make sure that we can help, because it's going to be so hard to get labor. The talent analysis, so it's not going to get easier. So, trying to put all that together, centralize it as much as possible, doing multiple venues will help. So that's just the question.
Yeah.
But I love the venue. I love the idea for families with pool and it's great. Because I still wonder sometimes, you've got so much mice in the house. What happens to the restaurants?
We do use it for mice also.
No. I understand.
Like sometimes some group might buy out the restaurant, like Thai we sell it out.
The street sales was allowed for 5 days.
Yeah, for the group lunch and dinner. So the business mix from April to about October, these groups, big chunk of groups, and then from there it is seasonalities where groups slightly become from 400 groups, it becomes 200 average. Mice is still there, but with 200 we can play around anyway. With 400 consistently being around, then we use other part of the time. Yeah, because we want to do in different parts of the building, because every time doing in banquets doesn't make sense. If the OBC is another one we want to really capitalize on, extend that, make that soft free.
I mean, the guest experience, they have to utilize the asset.
Correct.
And they also want to move around.
Yes. Like for this, we have a group coming in October, UOB. We already sold the sandwich as as well, only for dining.
So I think once we walk around, we will be able to. So for me, I think room service can still be a question mark.
Potentially.
But if it comes back to this building, then whether
Is that space enough is what it is.
yeah, right. I think we can rework this part. I think to me, that's probably everyone agree to this idea. I don't know. Because cold room, the condition is that you have to redo anyway, right? So and we are not impacting major anything because you're taking over cold room out. Right now there are steps and all these things. So we will do a semi-recess detail. We can have a internal small ramp, because once you take cold room out and the topping of 50 mm out, then we have to just deal with another 30 mm level difference, which we can manage. So this, regardless of we talk major or minor, this is still, I think, is a good trade off to start with.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's going to be a cost.
No, I mean, whether we redo this part as a new layout or keep old layout and still fix it, it's still going to be a major cost difference, particularly for this area, not going to be major because the whole condition is so poor, and if some are not even working, so you're going to invest money. So then better sort out the workload. Anyway, I think my first task should be to get all the numbers. I don't know, I mean, without knowing the concept, I would just do the number for this area.
Well, I think this area we just based on covers.
Yeah.
We based on cover.
No, I'm talking about the kitchen for, let's say, or kitchen for sales. I wouldn't be able to put the number at this stage unless we decide the concept on the front of our.
Could we just do the other one? Do an estimated cover per day. Yeah, calculation. Store holding. Yeah. Do that one. Because the current storage, some of the sizings bigger, it probably will be.
Yeah.
Better synergies keep together. Share the walls.
Yeah, I mean, efficiency wise, if you see here, it's all on for. So the cost is less and your operating cost is less because you have less heat transfer. Say we try to do here.
I think. A bunch of discussion. But I fully support. What in my hand was based on the age.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to really condition. New colors are still lost in the shadow.
I think it's no brainer that this area needs overall anyway that has to be done.
Yeah.
And this does not affect any of the concepts or anything.
Yeah, right, yeah.
This we can look at as a value costing.
Right, and safety.
Yeah.
So these two areas is not impacted. Now, main kitchen costing I can do because where the room service come here and we squeeze all other area and find the additional.
That's not a big deal because it's either there or here.
Yeah, right. So doing costing here is not an issue. Only thing I just wanted to check with everyone. Whether, current kitchen location here, even though we are going to improve staff canteen kitchen. Is preferred option. Or just do a separate entry and relocate. That is one part. Then other in this option also, I was sharing the dishwash. So it's drop off from the staff canteen side and from the restaurant.
Actually, multi-used. Instead of keeping a separate one for staff.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of investment, your manning, and also I think specialty restaurant, not using in the morning, probably not for lunch, sometime yes.
Don't have,
But that is the time your canteen is most busy.
Correct. Just have one.
Yeah, so evening when canteen gets less busy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, the kitchen right now makes for the canteen also, you don't have a separate. Kitchen.
You have a small kitchen here.
Yes,
Here, you have main kitchen supporting some of the things, but you have a kitchen there.
Yeah,
This what's our preparation,
Yeah.
fishing.
Right.
The other thing is, I think we should. Rip it up, my box, rip out the wall, so the guys can cook and serve. Yeah, using.
Yeah.
So another problems with that. It's just they're cooking and it's everything. It's not carrying. Person serving, it's thankful. So understand that Monday they start to carry it this way. They're literally turning the what?
Basically, but not same. Cook is serving. The cook is serving.
Yeah, but what is saying, let me explain what he is saying. Right now we have this already like.
Yeah.
So who comes out? And what we do in, like we did the seminar. Basically, this covering line is against the, is a part of the kitchen. Same like you would have in a show kitchen.
I can see it down, so they just cook a little bit down.
Yeah.
It's very, and also it's good for the staff, is the staff see
Right.
it's fresh, but they see the kitchen, they see it's clean, they see, it's a nice, we've had some good success with.
Yeah, we did 7 years indigo together with you.
Yes, many examples, but this just, it allows us to cut.
It's right there anyway.
Yeah.
Just open up the wall. And that's part of the main kitchen, the banquet kitchen.
We can do it in the kitchen, but in this case, this is, I think with your volume stuff, I would still keep it simple. Because,
And we still feed up a 300 people.
so. Still
Big chunk.
Still chunk. Kilo items.
Yeah.
Price.
Yeah.
It's.
It can be supported by the main kitchen.
1,500 people. I mean, you're still using all of your supporting kitchens, commissaries that are on the value chain are still supporting that, but I think it just makes it, I mean, that would be my recommendation.
So like, okay, we agree we can share the dishwash. Here we can have a garden here, this is a la carte kitchen for restaurants, we have a bulk cooking line and also holding for a complete support. So that all would work all right. If we keep the kitchen in this position, it means we will be bringing the raw food through this room. Which is I think fine, is same like any other food coming to the kitchen from the prep area.
Can I?
Yeah.
I mean, we can talk about this later. Is there an option to move your dishwash linear wise?
You are here.
Vertically at the front, so you don't get less transport from coming down from the dump area, etc. You can also access it.
This one. we could access from here as well, we can move it out.
Yeah. That might be,
So we can have a combination of that.
if you did that,
Yeah.
you might be able to, I don't know, find a synergy with cooking lunch.
Yeah.
And push the cold rooms to the back more.
Yeah, I mean, we can, if we are not doing room service here, this 4 room would go here, and obviously this kitchen again, then I would take the option from this one and keep it there. So my dishwash basically from here, it moves sideways here and access from both sides. We can do that.
Another question is, how many seats do you really need for, based on your tank to start? I think, Suresh said about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
what you currently.
yeah, but we never get some kind. Yeah. This is fine, $90.
Can it be less? That's why I'm trying to find out what's the sweet spot.
Oh, yeah, that's.
Yeah.
So, okay, I think now we got more clear, direction, and I will prepare a budget for this area first.
For the canteen, can we look at some sort of nice inbuilt water dispenser?
Sure.
These ones.
Sure. The beverage counter, you have
Not too messy.
No, yeah, it will be a nice post mix. You can put also a coffee machine, whether you put a brewer or a.
Salad.
Yeah, salad bar.
Everything's inbuilt, don't have to put a machine and that operates separately, it operates separately.
Are we thinking about strategy?
Right now, I
Visual.
Another business. Is there a possibility to, there's a lot of hotels.
Water bottles.
They go away, there's no more bottles, there's no glass, it's going to on-site quality. Where everything is done through filtration rather than buying in and out. Then yeah.
So I'm India is big, I did 2 bottle shop only, bottle plant. But in India, we use plastic there, so we had to go with the bottle, there was no bottle option. So we were forced to take the, here at least we have a bottle.
Is it all? Is it?
Both, mostly both. Because there are a lot of good companies in, I don't know how many are there in water bottle.
More, I mean, a lot of the restaurants we do now, we're using brands like Menu or water. With the system, you have still sparkling.
Yeah.
Then what's happening, the beauty about this is basically being a little bit more sustainable. You sell that look, not we don't sell the other. I give some really insist, and also saying they'll bring more than you sell. It's actually quite.
What? Yeah. You must have. They have a treatment, they have RO, then ultra UV, then there is, it becomes less manual handling, it's semi-automated. Yeah. Can we definitely the same kind of
That's all we're, that's the only my like friends. Places like sales and putting in the restaurants. So that
What's the benefit? Is there a cost benefit?
you can either buy the system or you can rent the system. Like for a restaurant of sales size, it would cost about 15,000. But if you think about what you buy in water into the hotel,
There's a lot more. I mean, there is water supply, we have to supply water, electricity, manpower, space, with all on costs I've done before. It was almost same thing. And we were not seeing any cost benefit, but we were seeing from a sustainability benefit.
you can also find measures we take into consideration at the moment, all of the loading, collecting the bottles.
That will not change anything. We'll still have to produce it and look to take it from the.
You do local, only if you're doing it rooms. If you're doing in-house and taking it to the next, but I'm talking about the restaurant. You're actually, there's actually reducing a lot of them. So anyway, it's not something, it's more of a.
Actually, I think the.
One thing. Is it something we should consider at this point? So I don't want to, I'm not trying to sell shares in that.
No, it's a benefit for sure. Sustainability for sure, it's a huge,
It's just a
very good thing.
It's something.
No, I did two plants myself, the project, and it works beautifully.
Again, you're going for definitely. engineer money.
That we took it to one step before for banquets and restaurants. We stopped doing bottles for smaller meeting. It's just a tap and glass next to it. We never put bottles on the table anymore. So people will waste water. If I want to drink, I may not drink the whole thing. It's environmental plastic and plus I'm wasting water. So even 5-star is doing this.
Just have all machines.
That's it.
So
You want to drink, you go.
when you go to that,
No, tell me everything in the room, you have a and then put in the plastic.
Oh, that's in Fremont. That we start seeing.
So because Singapore.
But for banquets and restaurants, we can do that. If we can reduce the bottles and
just consideration. It's really just-
yeah, it's like a juice center, juice station. You want water? Go.
Yeah.
So I think for lockup, just going back, I will just redo as if it was like a new.
Let's ask them, what do you think of that idea?
Trying to understand. Yeah.
So I mean, in terms of space, maybe I need a dimensions of current locker size. So when I do the blocks, I can plug that one.
Actually, long physical long.
Yeah, one set dimension, the rest we can play around. So then if we find that we have enough space to move out the uniform room and trailer room, then we give back to the sitting set. And I don't know what this space. This area.
Current video is the seat.
The seat.
That's the inside the restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a raised area.
Yes.
Inside the restaurant.
Okay, I was just walking from this side, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why, so actually, if we were able to get the uniform room,
Yeah.
and if we were able to push back the support kitchen and drive the colours, we can pretty much resolve. And if we even have the ability to move room service to Stand Star a little bit.
I think this side would be really difficult shape.
Yeah.
Because I really don't see any option, because this area is a void. Is a kind of a quality element behind. So we here is within the moment is laundry, so
What's the occupancy of the meeting?
Oh, we use very often. And also sewage, one question.
yeah.
Because from here,
Yeah.
we were talking before about the kitchen here.
She want to move from there to somewhere on this side.
Can you go to the room about that?
Yeah, sure.
Because this space, they use it to access the team to go to the meeting room.
Yeah.
So they use the hot drive, the hot pass from here.
I don't think they were saying to take it all the way back. I think one the way till that line and that.
This way, we should take one.
At the moment, I'm just throwing all of the in the air and saying,
She is saying that if we put
If
more
we
room service
invest
here or dishwash
if
here.
we all see it today, configuring it.
So
Getting back some of that space, moving the buffet line back in, because there's two problems. You're short of buffet line back circulation and you're short of cousins. So it's not just.
This we can't take, it's L shape we can't take, there's trees, there's.
The void.
Yeah, the void. The L shape, this is L shape.
Yeah.
Next to the soil limit, that white space.
I'm not suggesting that, I'm just
Yeah.
thinking generally, like explore relocating some of the areas to other areas.
Like you said, room service can go to the main,
Potentially.
most of the kitchen or breakfast can go to the main. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, that's what I said, like staff locker, if we were building this today, would the staff locker literally be that big? Probably not, it would be. I'm telling you, I have to get those.
The only thing about locating room service obviously across utilization of the money, there's not just the kitchen, also service. For example, in the evening, the night, they're setting up breakfast, yeah, sort of thing. So if you divide them, you do have to increase actually.
Again, just trying it, so trying to see what we do. You know, unfortunately, when we're trying to replan this, there's always gonna be pros and cons. Of course, we might achieve, we get a big strong. The trade-off. is
Something
that-
else.
that we have to re- have to see.
So what they're suggesting is the current locker is too big. When the new build hotels, for 400 people, they will be half the size. So what he's suggesting is if this uniform room, if this maybe here, and we take this part of the restaurant. This uniform can be.
We want to measure.
I want to measure this part.
Part of that.
Just big picture. This big picture is one big space. That's one. And obviously, one is which has low oxygen. Manipulate oxygen. Anyway, because we can make more space for the restroom. The locker is too big. And uniform can shoot the other side. I'm the uniform and doing the ready. Okay. Maybe lockers. Oh, okay.
Outside. Okay, so. Okay, this is 400. We just Kunsuchat just measure 400 square meter, including HR office. Okay, so if we take that HR office out, probably still 350 square meter. We would need somewhere 225 square meter. So we would be able to save 100 over square meter. That is a one part. If we willing to move uniform room.
What is the current storeroom? Uniform store, what is the space?
That this
Uniform.
Uniform.
What is that?
Only your uniform.
Yeah, we keep it.
You want to take all uniform to the local.
We can take it.
Because people can move.
Yeah. HR can come up.
I think there's, I don't think we have to solve it now, but I think.
No, it's ideas to bounce.
Sure.
Yeah,
I think the principle I want to get everyone on with is, this could be a possibility if we're willing to explore over the next couple of weeks.
That's what it's.
If it is 100, we got the answer.
Yeah, it is less than that, sure, proportionally.
Looks like, but
Yeah, would be somewhere like 67.
Do some test work and see what's the.
I would even, yeah.
Yes, 134.
This would consider, how many is one?
Yes, 130. But including a wall.
So if this is 400,
That doesn't look like. Yes, it doesn't look like.
doesn't
Sorry.
I think it's gonna be around with it. Sorry, 70, 80s. Yeah, this is actually low.
that gas station is not there.
it's here now, yes, somewhere.
Yeah, it's moved there.
Okay,
It's okay.
one another radical thing is you move uniform, as I say, and just push this loading dock back. Take this whole part, change this corridor and connect, give back more space to this. It doesn't have to be straight corridor. So we can have corridor going this way.
Still can.
You can still just change that.
Yeah.
So give that to either kitchen or dining or PDA, whatever you like to do. And move this uniform here. We can work out how we want to do it. If you really want to maximize sales sitting, this is another way to do it. And since this locker is a plain space, there is no complication. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just a empty space. Yeah, empty space. It's easy to do whatever you like.
So this is a good question. I have my number, but love to hear from you guys. My assumption is we need to get at least 300 indoor seats.
That means double.
Yeah.
That's double. We won't be able. No, that's not. Sorry for it. Figure it out.
We need, can.
Yeah,
You
we
want
can
to
change.
change the size, it's different. But it's not 400.
Yeah. To get everyone in one restaurant, not opening a second venue, covered, and then obviously the outdoor would be the buffer.
Let me.
The buffer, whether you've got.
Still, I'll take that.
People will spread it. 280, 300, like consumption would be the big. Yeah.
So current indoor capacity is about 150. If we increase that for another 100, and then we don't have to worry about the second restaurant. So we don't green. Only when it's 80% occupancy and above, we can open second. So efficiency is there. We don't have to worry about uniforms. So
Some lord.
When I think that I need.
Be both this and
Who I know.
think about why escape. Think about
But I think, most of the other day, sorry, even though it rains, you still lose 90% chance. There's only one or two tables left.
Correct. You click to line and you lose the following.
Yeah. So you lose.
Not even. You want to be careful.
Yeah, so
See, we have no problem. My only problem is operation, uncertainty. If it rain, not rain, should I prepare?
time and your total outdoor seats is about 80. So when you put that 80 plus you're inside 150, you have 230.
Correct.
So imagine, yeah. So imagine if we could make get that inside, it's beautiful to 250. Imagine outdoor, it would be 300. Right? With that
One place, got it.
plus new buffet areas would be efficient, you know, for your food, costs, labor.
Yeah. But evening crane should be able to close out or make it a spot.
It's 345 this block, not 400.
So we want to keep the HR there, don't move the HR.
Okay, so then we have 300, so we might be able to create 100 square meter. And the uniform room is a 42 square meter.
Actually, just thinking that the current training room and the Accord office is not really well utilized. We can make this whole thing HR and training. This, if you move HR to this whole here, HR, maybe HR, here, can become HRs and training. Because there is two offices which you don't use inside training office, two offices you don't use. So we can look at this on here, make this the HR zone, HR and training. We can make a nice open zone inside. And
Then we will be able to give back.
If people really drop off the doctor is 200 years.
Yeah, okay, not the pilot part, right?
You already right.
So
Considering the water combined, it's again.
yeah, so 145 plus 40.
That's your kitchen.
Sorted.
That's your-
So 145 plus 142, so that is already 187. So what ratio you use square meter?
If we do for this, now we can get it down to 1.8.
1.8, so you got 100.
perfect.
If you, I mean, if we would move corridor.
We don't have to do 2.2, 2.2 on circulation.
Yeah, right.
You go down 1.2. So you're still getting it.
Do we need to move the corridor or keep the corridor?
Yeah, I think we have, because if you want to give back this space.
So what I'm saying is to reduce the.
Is move your kitchen here, but then you have a lot of MEP changes, no, right? So that's too much, that's why you have to.
Because if you have to change the bathroom, then it's a huge cost.
Right.
Bathrooms are cheaper than the kitchen.
No, oh, of course, in the locker. Yeah.
Another way to do is take the bathroom space, give that one back to restaurant, take uniform space, give, and then. Connect the bathroom from this side to this area, shift the corridor. Or. I would say, this might be the most.
I think that easiest for. If we agree to the beverage dispense,
Better you want.
that'll become restaurant. We keep kitchen where it is.
And kitchen, we look at internal efficiency and how we.
I'm sure we can, it's pretty big for that kitchen.
Once we do all.
Space is very. Just need to increase efficiency. They can do because we also have the live kitchen.
Yes, so we are doing some meeting from here as well.
Something, oh, it comes from.
But when the meeting room, smaller meeting room, they come here for lunch.
Okay. But no food, straight.
Not from here.
Or then.
But from your room service most of them.
I think more here, so
We need holding.
we hope, so we can bring.
Correct.
That's what's only
I
for.
don't understand you.
We bring troubles down and up here. I'll be checking
Plug.
from there and just, so, and you know, I was at a meeting this week. Where I saw the new quality of mountain. My God, you wouldn't. know. You wouldn't know, the new quality of mountain. So
It surprised me. I want to see this.
so
Can you look at the rooms or something on that? Restaurant.
fruit and stuff like that. I would just do these platters. Because they're so different.
No, but I mean, stuff.
You look at it, you think it's
For cold and food, everything will come from the same shop.
That's
So
what
this is your record holding it, chilling.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You can do that all in big trays.
Yeah.
We can buy the ones which fit cash.
Yeah.
We can pack it up in a trolley, wheel it, and.
So holding area is very important for this hotel, especially for banquets and for this restaurant.
No, I was very impressed by the new range of. So, not for everything, not for what they're actually, but on a buffet, we can fruit, something like that. You think about, okay, how much breakage you have with your big plates, you know, transportation and stuff. That's where I would think a little bit. So. Anyway, I think
So I think, I don't know who will explore the possibility of shifting the corridor in terms of fire regulation, some other, you know, MED related. Later on, when we walk, we can physically see what other possible constraints are or.
Then if they buy,
Yeah.
economic.
Is normally it's on a travel distance.
How much you can pay.
Yeah. And
Yes, yes,
Anthony, can you hear us?
ผมจะกว้างจะเตี้ยเป็นโปรแกรมอะไรถึง
oh, it's just that.
the corridor have the main lighter.
Body the ceiling will be very low.
Just do a side there.
Yeah, we can talk here.
Anthony, can you hear?
Cultural in this one have the main lighter. Yeah. Main chiller, main fire protection.
I think main is the
Every time. No. ก็เทียบไปนะก็คง
ไม่ดูแต่ว่ามันมีอะไร
แต่แค่ไม่น้อยเดียวแล้วมันจะไม่มีความเป็น
This actually I went through
this is when I think about pushing this.
you can do another. Okay, so I think we should just do a set. So.
Yeah.
So
Let's see if there are options. Yeah, that's all right.
We want to see how far. Maybe we can't go so far, maybe. Maybe. So. There we go. And then even if we can make opposite in the,
So
if
that's.
we wanted to keep rotating,
Yeah, so this is.
maybe with that close. So we can take that.
Oh, so this is the picture, yeah, this is the corridor.
That is okay.
I think main provide
You need to keep that for access.
I think never mind it's
No, but if you can.
can do that.
Of course.
If you check the limit,
Of course.
everything is all okay to pay.
That's why I say architect, someone need to advise on things here.
Filling the local, very good. Filling the. Even if I look at it. So filling the local,
Even if it's not, even if the restaurant is large and useful. Okay, so this, my idea would be let's say area we close on.
Or we could make the buffet or a show item in that area is not a guest sitting.
That's it.
If fire, we are a fire.
If we increase the restaurant money for the bar. From January, I think meters.
No, what we are saying, Sheikh, is whether this hall.
anything like the one today. Use so. In part of the local, yeah.
Will be new corridor like that.
You know, sex races. We.
Yeah, and it would be the restaurants.
The new zone, I think one that have tradition, the separate zone, when the high of sea. Give the low FA, they separate inside the air.
Yeah.
Or PC the only. When you open to be lot in a unit.
I think that all we can, when people start doing the planning.
Yeah.
This is, we are just exploring what can we give back from back of house, so they can look at.
I think that would solve one.
You can put it in 39.
Yeah, normally in a new hotel I design, I take 0.5 square meter per person. Yeah, and that you get a double, you get a double set. If you go
3.5.
yeah, you get it. Yeah.
The toilet, how many people?
We based on number of staff.
Number of
If we
staff.
have 200 staff, I need 200 square meter. That includes shower, toilet, and washing, and a double stack locker, not triple. If you take triple, you can still reduce the space.
We used to do 3-stack like waiters and
Yeah.
so it depends on the uniform. It should be. Someone that's got more like more complicated uniform, maybe next to uniform day. Give them someone who's like a casual like this, just give them small.
Good.
Let's get some options to play on.
So should we walk on? I think he would be to go to the cell. Because that is, I think, the most challenging for us. How would you like to do, Shane? Are we going together tomorrow also?
Tomorrow for me is more about the planning and second. I think today we can be back. The wall should be there.
Yeah, everyone, we are
Everybody.
together.
Then tomorrow you back for the restaurant then, right?
It depends on, so I will do my part because like, there I walk around, I get a lot more idea, I see a lot more problem as well.
So I think we'll be different.
Yeah,
We see breakfast, we see the flower,
and we want to see kitchen at the time as well. Yeah, during the first time, the back of house kitchen. Yeah.
And what about the OBC? You plan to move down to ground?
Obviously, we want to look at today.
Well, that was the brief. That was the brief. And not to challenge that brief, but I'd like to investigate. Like when we do the new kitchen, whether I still trying to get my bearings, can you not have one, how far is it if we have one kitchen? Because if you're moving it down, can you still keep an element upstairs like pizza? I find it a little bit when you move everything away from all activity. Do we need some activity upstairs? I'm not sure.
Yeah, you'll have to see whether I this. We might see differently than you. Would I be operate from that kitchen?
So I'm not saying change, everyone's giving it brief, but sure. I guess it's the time now to validate it.
Right.
Or challenge it. Yes. So, of course, here's another idea. Yeah. With this concept, the concept of thinking, I think we need an element there. Engagement, help with sales. Yes. I'm just thinking, what is the market to or just talking. But I understand the development is to get more insource inside, and we need that, this is sort of blocks the blocks the ocean from looking, that's right, yeah. Because you're gonna change the ones. So we're gonna change, okay, so the building shapes will change. So actually the mass is gonna get bigger.
So after tomorrow you have a line.
Yeah.
Is there any meeting?
Okay, so today since we are here, could we look at here as well? Yes. Maybe the
ABC.
kitchen here, obviously, then we go to the back of house and say,
Yeah, and tomorrow we can do more like kitchen and sales,
yeah,
and
what
the cycles. Yeah, probably.
Not the meeting. What else?
and then are we going to have like a brief meetings before we
Yes.
Yeah. My flight is at 7, so I need to be there all by 6. So I think I need to leave around 4.
Oh, yes, you have to leave. Yeah, we have a backup meeting on 3 o'clock tomorrow. That's fine.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
Okay, we have a. That's all good for today.
Good progress.
Thank you very much.
I think we need to also look at in that corridor whether we would need any access canals. Yeah, and we can work out with interior. For the pipes. Yeah, for the pipes, yeah.
And the essay goes also be.
Or otherwise, we can the toilet, this guest toilet. Use that space.